Well, hello everyone. I want to show you my Blackstone griddle I got put together. I actually needed the box. I had it in the van. I wasn't going to put it together until I got the kitchen floor done, which I'm not done with that project. But I needed the box the other day, and so I took the griddle out of the box, all the pieces, and being I had it out of the box, I went ahead and put it together. I still got to get a propane bottle filled. I have a propane tank for it. I just have to have one filled. I do have an old gas grill that we don't use anymore, and of course all my propane tanks are empty, so I'll have to get one filled before I can use this griddle. But I'm going to show you the griddle all put together, and then I want to show you an ad that's in the weekly local paper that I get. And just hang with me and you'll see that ad. Okay, as you can see, I got my grill together. Comes with a bottle opener, which don't really matter to me because I don't ever drink anything out of a bottle that needs a cap popped off like that. It has a shelf with hooks on it where you can hang stuff off there, hot pad, maybe utensils, whatever. Also has this magnetic bar, so any of your utensils that are metal, you can stick them on there. And of course it's got these convenient shelves on the ends that you can fold down. They fold down, or you can put them back up. And then of course they got this nice little flyer that was in this when it came, and I guess that's to get you excited seeing all this good looking food on here, so you hurry up and use this darn thing. I've had this together for a couple days and I just haven't taken the time to get a propane bottle filled. I've gone on a couple errands and didn't grab a bottle to take with me to get filled or swap out for a full one at some of them places where you can get them exchanged. But I'm going to have to do that one of these days and maybe do some grilling on this thing and maybe record it so you guys see what I'm cooking. I haven't done a cooking video in a while. Well, I'm going to show you this local paper. It's called the Grapevine. This used to be my favorite paper as a kid to look through in the ads, but now that the internet is so popular, this paper is really thin and there ain't much in there for ads. But when I was a kid, I always looked through there and see what was for sale, see what I could buy, see what people was selling, whatever. But anyhow, it's basically a paper. I mean, it has a few stories in it, a lot of ads for different businesses. Here's an insurance company, septic business, Stengel Pharmacy. That's a local pharmacy in Onawa, which is a town about 16 miles from here. Body shop, different things like that, just mainly ads. There's sometimes you see stuff going on in the local churches or schools. They'll have articles, but it's pretty much a paper with just a few ads and that kind of stuff. But I want to show you, I gotta find it here. There's a particular ad in here, and it's for a store that's in Sioux City, but they post it in this paper because this paper goes to all the small towns south of Sioux City, south and east. And so I suppose they're trying to drum up business for themselves. As soon as I find the ad, I can show you what I'm talking about. There it is, right here. Right here is an ad, and this is for Lawrence's Meat Market and Grocery. But it's not really, well, it used to be an actual grocery store. Now it's pretty much a meat market. You can go in there and buy all kinds of meat, all different cuts of meat, whatever. And I wanted to show you guys this ad because I know the grocery prices have gone up like crazy, especially meat. Well, it all has, not even meat, but especially meat. You know, that's usually the start of a meal is a meat, unless you're vegan, vegetarian, or whatever. But anyhow, I'm going to show you these prices. This is where we go to buy our ground beef. We don't buy no steaks from there, even though their steaks look good, but I don't buy no steaks because they're just too darn expensive, and can't see myself putting out that kind of money for a steak. So I stick with the ground beef or hamburger, and this is where I go to get it. They do have real good cuts of meat. I don't have no complaints about their meat, but the reason I go there to get their ground beef is because it's reasonably priced. It's half the price of anywhere else. And of course, they got good prices on their pork, but I don't buy no pork there because I raise my own hogs and have my own pork in my freezer. But I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this a little better. So you can see the prime ribs, $10.99 a pound, or the selects, $8.99 a pound. Look at the price of them oysters. Half gallon of them for $59.95. But anyhow, you can see the pork prices. $1.79 a pound, $1.99. And there's some pork chops, $1.99. Pork steak, $1.99. Country style ribs, $1.99. Fresh pork cutlets. Now, we do buy our cutlets there, which most of you, or a lot of you, probably don't know what cutlets are. They're actually the cheek muscle or the jaw muscle out of a pig, and they're $2.49 a pound there, but they're not tenderized. And I done a video a while back. I bought a hand crank tenderizer, so we buy these at $2.49 a pound, and I tenderize them myself. Otherwise, I think the tenderized ones are $3.99, and you got to get the tenderized ones or tenderize them yourself, or they're still good, but they're tough to chew. But otherwise, if they're tenderized, they're good eating. There's the pork loin in roast, $1.59 a pound. Pork shoulder roast, $1.59 a pound. So that's reasonable eating. There they got the chicken prices. As you can see, the chicken legs, $1.19. Chicken wings, $3.49. Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, I'm sure they're higher in other places. Party wings, $3.49, and bone-in thighs, $1.19. Chicken breast, $1.99. I've seen some stores that have chicken breast for $5. But anyhow, here's what we get right here. 85% lean ground beef, 3-pound average trays. They come on the styrofoam trays. They're fresh ground, and they're styrofoam trays and then wrapped with saran wrap. But anyhow, it's $2.49 a pound. They also have tubes, approximate 2-pound tubes, that are those plastic sleeves. They're usually checkerboard. They're red and white or blue and white. Anyhow, they're $2.49 a pound as well, but they're approximate 2-pound packages. These are fresh ground. They're not frozen. Those other ones are already frozen. We usually just buy the 2-pound packages. That way it saves me having to vacuum seal, measuring it out, weighing it out, and then put it in the proportions that my wife and I use, which is usually about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds on most of our meals, because we do eat leftovers, so we cook enough. So basically you're cooking 2 or 3 meals at one time. My wife takes the leftovers to work the next day and such. But anyhow, I thought I'd just show this to you. Check out them prices, and leave a comment below if you guys have prices this good in your area, especially on like the pork prices. Some of that chicken ain't too bad, I guess, and same way with the ground beef, $2.49 a pound. I know at Walmart, I think in Sioux City, it's like anywhere between, well, it's $6 a pound. $5 to $6 a pound is what it is. Our local store had an ad last week. They're 85% ground beef, which is actually this store right here in Ottawa. They had ground beef for $4.98 or something like that a pound. That was in their ad, so that's the sale price, $4.98. For the same as you can go up to Sioux City and get it for $2.49. So I thought I'd just share that with you, and of course share my grill. Hopefully I get a tank filled up here pretty soon, and my wife and I figure out a meal that we can cook on this thing. Well, enough rambling on that stuff. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.